And as you know, the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, AMA, in collaboration with the Korle Klottey Municipal Assembly, has commenced their major decongestion exercise. And we've been bringing you the sounds of that exercise. Safwa Boahen is our woman on the beat. And we'll be unraveling that further. We're told this exercise is going to span some 2 weeks. How sustainable is this exercise? And for traders who are now busily relocating their items, what does the future look like? It's still the best breakfast show in all of the land. Stick with us. This is 3FM Sunrise on 3FM 92.7.
3FM Sunrise.
Ongoing in our central business district. Do connect with us on our socials. We love hearing from you. All of your thoughts, your comments, your questions, even your suggestions. They're absolutely welcome. Well, you heard from some of the traders as Safwa was making her way through Kantamanto. Some say they're happy with the exercise as it is currently ongoing. And of course, others are thinking about the way forward. Well, they were giving that notice. I don't know if some of them simply did not hear that notice, but they showed up at work bright and early with all their wares. I'm seeing some shoes, all of your favorite items that you get in Kantamanto. The ones that you always go and queue up to get t-shirts, jeans. Your favorite seller is being relocated today. The hashtag we're using this morning, hashtag 3FM Sunrise. Now, the Mayor, Michael Kpakpo Alote, He's also talking about a 24-hour city operation model. We'll be hopefully connected with him to find out exactly what that looks like. But do connect with us. Connect with the persons with whom we're hoping to expand the tentacles of this conversation. Have you heard the good news? You've been clamoring for it, you've been asking for it. In fact, we had discussions on this. Well, the good news is that GPRTU has announced some 15% reduction in transport fares effective May 24th. If you didn't have anywhere to go on Saturday, find somewhere to go. 15% reduction in transport fares. And you can find the full details on 3news.com. And of course, a lot more also on this decongestion exercise as it is happening right now. Now back to issues of transport. The public relations officer of the Ghana Private Road Transport Union, GPRTU, Alhaji Abbas Ibrahim Moro, has revealed that members of the union have been directed to reduce transport fares by 15% effective Saturday, May 24, 2025. You recall when we spoke with Mr. Moro sometime last week, he said that he was going to be still taking a look at the stability of the city, at least examining the terrain before any such promises were made. Now, he's also saying that if his members, fail to reduce fares, do not beat them. Please, fellow Ghanaians, he says, report to the police, and that's coming from Alhaji Abbas Moro of the GPRTU. So please, on Saturday, come what may, if you don't get that 15% decrease in your fares, Mr. Moro says, do not beat drivers. It is a crime. You can simply report to the police. Now, according to him, this is the outcome of a meeting held between the National Executive of the GPRTU and the Minister of Transport. He says, we met with the Transport Ministry today after a marathon meeting. We finally decided to reduce transport fares by 15% effective this coming Saturday. Now, he said this on Ghana Tonight with my colleague Alfred Okanse. Alhaji Moro's revelation comes amidst calls by stakeholders for reduction in transport fares due to a drop in prices of fuel at the pumps. Now, the fuel price has dropped by, let's say, 18%. So the tradition we do is that we divide it by 3 and use a third of it. But we decided on 15% based on fuel price. We are also hopeful that our brothers in the spare parts business will reduce their prices as well. And that was one of the reasons for which, when we spoke with Mr. Moro last week, he said that prices may not go down. He gave us a practical example of some spare parts that he himself had gone to buy, and he says the prices were too high. Well, he's also stressing that members of the union who fail to comply with the directive will have themselves to blame. He says we are in Ghana and the laws of the land must be abided by every citizen. Every time we increase lorry fares, everybody patronizes the increment. So shall it be. If there is a reduction, everybody should be prepared to comply. Anybody who decides not to comply, the passengers should report to the nearest police. We are not saying they should be beating. We are pleading. Nobody should be beaten. So that's some good news on that front. Many of you were asking, you said the city was up, fuel was down, but where was the relief, or where is the relief in our pockets? A lot happening this morning. Do stick with us. We'll expand all this conversation. In fact, let's hear it from the horse's own mouth. This is Alhaji Moro speaking here on the issue of transport fare reductions. Take a listen.
We are hearing that there's going to be a reduction in transport fares. Give us the details, exactly what percentage and when is it taking effect?
We met with the Transport Ministry today. After a marathon meeting, we finally decided to reduce transport fares by 15%, effective coming Saturday. So this is the current decision that we took.
I see. And what factors did you look at to consider this 15% reduction?
Oh, we look at the fuel, which has been reduced by 18, and if we are to go by the tradition at the Transport Ministry, we have to reduce by only 1/3 of the 18% reduction on fuel. Sweepers, they have promised to reduce. It hasn't been reduced as we speak today. Lubricants are still at where they are. Documentations like permits, taxes, and DVLA, what we've been paying, are still at where they are. But we consider as our contribution towards resetting of Ghana, and we come up with this initiative.
I see. And so this is just subject to only the dollar component. That's what you've looked at.
Yes, I'll say yes. Because we dwell only on the fuel reduction. Everybody knows we don't run transport with only fuel. So you can imagine the risk we've taken.
And finally, how do you intend to enforce this so that all your members will comply from Saturday?
My brother, we are in Ghana and the laws of the land must be abide by every citizen. Each time we increase lorry fares, everybody patronize the increment. So shall it be if there is a reduction, everybody should be prepared to comply. But anybody who decide not to comply, the passengers should report to the nearest police. We are not saying they should be beaten. We are pleading. Nobody should be beaten, but it should be handed over to the nearest police.
92.7 Urban Lifestyle Radio Station.
You want the public to help you arrest your members who don't comply?
It is the public who are being cheated. So we are just pleading they shouldn't beat anybody, but they should do the right thing by handing them over to the police. As we speak now, if we are through with this and tomorrow's clearance on the road, we will descend on some of our Cassitrant members who charge 5 cedis for a genuine route, which is supposed to charge 5 cedis. Then in the evening at rush hours, they change the price to about 8 cedis or 10 cedis or 9 cedis. Who, after going through this, will descend on them to make sure we flush out the bad notes from the system.
Thank you so much.
Urban Lifestyle Radio Station.
On Saturday, DPRTU says 15% reduction in transport fares. A caution also there from Alaji Moro. He says if our members fail to reduce their fares, do not beat them. Do not go about harassing them. We wait and see what Saturday brings as we all watch the city and how sustainable this strength is. DJ Abiam on the ones and twos. This is still the best breakfast show in all of the land. This is still 3FM Sunrise on 3FM 92.7.
3FM Sunrise.
Safwa Boahene, a woman on the beat, and she's been this morning in the Central Business District there as that task force exercise has been underway. Safwa, you've been very busy this morning. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, Helen. I'm good. How are you?
I am fantastic. I saw you weaving, ducking and diving through the traders. It's not easy. Now, from your
energetic morning.
Very energetic. This is your exercise done for the whole day. Aiko.
I can tell you.
now from your interactions this morning, and I can hear that you're in the district, Central Business District still. What were the main concerns, or what are the main concerns and sentiments of traders and residents regarding the decongestion exercise?
Yes, Helen, it's actually quite interesting that yesterday we brought to the light of what the traders, petty traders and the street hawkers were saying. And most of them were saying that they are single mothers and this exercise is to happen and it's going to take their life even from them and life is going to be difficult. But today, quite a different story from another side where most of the traders that we engaged with are excited about the exercise, saying that the congestion exercise has really created space enough that most of the customers can maneuver to and then come for trading to or the transaction to go on, especially at Kantamanjo. I have been to Kantamanjo so many times, and today I can say for a fact that the place was quiet and clean and open enough for you to weave your way through the small space, especially the small spaces most of the time it's covered. So speaking to the traders, they were excited about it, but there are some who also brought out the sentiments that there are some of the petty traders that have been sacked and it's going to be difficult for them as mothers and then as breadwinners in their families to also go about the business because they need it. So it's either they provide another source for them or create some space in the market somewhere. Others who are saying that they pay license, they pay tickets, and yet they are being sacked. So there was a particular woman who was talking that, saying that yesterday, so she was like they were going to demonstrate. But today it's a different thing. Most of them are actually excited because you can literally see the results there and there as the Accra Mayor together with the MCs of Political State joining him today. So I am moving currently just that they are moving. They're actually moving. Now they are actually on the run.
All right.
Moving now, trying to engage them. If you can see in the background,
yes,
some of the women, the traders are even hailing the good work that they are doing. Wherever we go, they are clapping, hailing, celebrating, jubilating for the good work because it looks like partly they are also affected when they are unable to get their customers to join them or to come there for transactions to happen. I'm trying to see if I can get the conversation that is happening between the mayor and one trader that we have met together with the MCU. So we can take a listen.
Certainly.
Come forward.
We can hear a little bit of what's going on in the background.
Can you see that? I'm so sorry I cannot interpret, but it is going to be a fiction right now.
I can tell it's a very boisterous morning. Can't too clearly make out what is being said in the background, but I wanted to find out whether or not the exercise has been quite peaceful or if authorities have been met with any kind of resistance. I'm sure people will be unhappy, those who say they pay all kinds of tolls and what have you, but has there been any, maybe physical altercation, or has the exercise largely gone on unaffected?
I think it has been smooth from where I stand because actually the team that the enemy is moving with, the task force, you can see the police earlier, the mayor embarked on a session call to the police headquarters in Accra. And they have also thrown in their support for the so you can actually see the police also there. So there was actually no trader who has resisted this because it looks like the masses coming at you is more than you, the individual who is going to fight against it. And mostly it has been them gaining and praising the great work because they know the benefit that they're going to get from it. But those who are also raising their concern, it is more like a communication or a cordial communication they are having between the mayor and them so that the mayor can also attend to them. So he for one mentioned to one of the traders that they are in the near future going to take more spaces so that those who are found trading at the pavement level can get spaces there. And they were quite happy because also they wanted to hear. There are some of the structures that were built there that have been taken and dismantled this morning, and there's a task force that we are moving with. So I can say for a fact that there hasn't been any resistance of any sort, but mostly it has been like more like a celebration for the traders, and those who have concerns approached the mayor about it, and he also promised that he is going to attend to them and will definitely send to their beck and call. But also, this is not going to be a 9-day wonder. He is making sure that he's taking employment for the young and energetic youth who will be at the market 24/7 to ensure that this exercise that they have started will not be just one day. And he said even though it's going to be for 2 weeks, to make sure that there are congestion in the market, these employed and energetic youth will be taking this up every day to ensure that the police management and they are so busy. The conversation that has transpired between the traders at the pavement level and the mayor together with the MC and the person of Alote Daisy. MC for Holistic, so he is also doing this together with the mayor Michael Alote. And but we are hearing him from what I can sense and see. They are all happy about it, and those who have concerns are in a very cordial way, letting the press community to him. And he has also been quite receptive about it, ensuring that or promising them that they are going to make sure whatever concern they have. And I was one that he even mentioned to the traders that their doors and offices are open, and they can walk in anytime directly to his office and have an interaction with him, because that is power, and that is the kind of leadership he is bringing to the people. So this is what has been happening. We are still doing this. I don't know how long this will take, but currently we are at schedule, and the conversation is still ongoing.
Right.
We're making sure that most of the traders around are being spoken to for them to understand and know the exercise and the operation that is happening for the
Absolutely.
next 2 weeks.
Safo, I just have one last question and then I'll let you go. I know you're very busy trying to keep up with the operation as it's ongoing.
Yeah.
Now, I know that prior warning was given, but it appears that it wasn't heeded too. I've heard you interact with some traders who said, yes, they had it all right, but it's almost as though they were waiting to see it in action. Why this attitude? Did they not really believe that the mayor would embark on this decongestion exercise, or they wanted to try their luck?
Okay, so I'll take you back to yesterday when I was interacting with them to know their preparedness for today, because most of them knew that this was going to happen. But from what they were saying, they said they had nowhere to go. And they are saying that they are waiting for the mayor to come, and when he comes, they would also let their request to him because they don't have any place to go. And even though they are paying, some said they are paying license, others today when I met said they aren't paying anything. And from the mayor's side, they are supposed to pay so that they can help with tracking and all. And so it has been like that. It looks like some were prepared, others who weren't probably sure, because it looks like this is not the first time any decongestion exercise like this has happened. It's been happening, but this took some people by surprise. So we saw some in the act. We have some corporates that the mayor was trying to speak to and trying to let them move their things with the help of the task force removing their things. And when we speak to them, they said they were hoping and expecting that the mayor would come, but they didn't know it was going to be that soon. So even though they said it was going to be today, they didn't know the exact time. And so they are still waiting. They were still waiting for this arrival. And so this is what is happening. It's quite interesting when you have your own prerogative about the situation, but you go there and they give you a different sentiment. I can see one woman who is quite vocal trying to let her concern known.
Very passionate indeed. We can hear her in the background. But sadly, I won't be able to translate. She's speaking Ghana. Safa, will you be able to translate for us?
We are in this together.
We are in this together, certainly. Safa.
You know here, what's a Ghana? Why not a Ghana? Yeah, no, 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 Oh, maybe I know what I'm saying. No problem. No, but I'm going to see a man here. I said, "I walk on." You see, let's see. I buy it. Every time we buy it, okay. Yes, you. I thought you. You mean what? You could be a friend of the woman, and then you are man. You are going to them. That man shut here. About the idea. It's about a million for a buy for a million for. You say, now come to be a man at the court. I'm not going to do. Then let's see. I won't come on. I know what I say. But then they job the trip from the panel. Yes, you have to start. If I say it. What's here and I will say, oh, look, I say, oh, mobile bed. I didn't think I come over the banana for my end. Well, my other question. The government of Mrs. Governor of my woman. Oh, can I see it? Okay. It looks like it's taking a different time. She was asking me if I can wake up 1 o'clock to work. She has no idea the time we wake up to work to give me out. But then all she has been saying is that even though they appreciate what the task force have been doing, they need to be treated patiently and fairly because it hasn't been easy for them, especially the women. They are using this as a source of livelihood and also I'm also taking care of providing for their families and their children. And not the other way around, like in our culture, typical culture, we know that the breadwinners are mostly men. But from what she was saying, she said that most of the women here at the market trading are the breadwinners of their families. And the children have to go to school, and this is what they are using to pay the bills and everything. So she is actually speaking to the LMA together with the mayor and the task force that will be coming that they should make it a very friendly one and it shouldn't be like they are forcefully removing their things because it would actually cost them. So like I said earlier on, it has been like a cordial environment, a cordial ambience as I can see it. Those who have concerns are bravely laying it out for the mayor to understand. And he has also given his promise to them that he will ensure that whatever thing they want is done for the success of the business and also for the support of the economy.
Certainly.
So this is where I will leave it.
Thank you, Safwa. We're very grateful that you could speak to us and we'll, of course, reconnect with you, find out how the exercise officially came to a close. Do stay safe and we'll see you back at the office. Safwa Boahen is my colleague, a woman on the beat, and she has been with the task force, also with the Accra mayor, that's Michael Kpakpo Alote, to embark on this decongestion exercise that we're told should span some 2 weeks. If you're watching on Facebook, you'll see some visuals there of what exactly is going on. But time check, some 7 minutes past the hour of 9, and you're still locked into the best breakfast show, 3 FM Sunrise.